Hey, you guys, welcome. As requested, well, I am Tamika Hicks, and if you're not familiar with me, I'm a human services practitioner, and I have, I guess you could say, a vast understanding of knowledge for various areas. And what I wanted to do is share that on this platform, and that's what I'm doing. I've been doing it for a couple days, well, for a while, but going into detail a little bit more. And all I ask is for, I don't ask for any donations, things of that nature, but it is things that I do want to share. So the title of this series is called Unlocking Success, Understanding the Nonprofit Organization Governance. Now I did have a like a basic presentation available, but honestly, I I don't know what's going on with my streaming. I said, okay, I'm gonna just go ahead, and I did a whole recording, and I was like, you know what? Simple, just make it simple, podcast style, and let's ride with it. Because a lot of people don't have time to look at a person, but they do spend a lot of time listening and trying to learn and gain knowledge, even if they're at the gym, cooking, doing different things. So that's what we're doing today. So again, hi, my name is Tamika Hicks, and welcome back to my channel. So again, today we are going to break down the first two segments of this series. So segment one title is What is the Nonprofit Organization Governance? Now, a lot of people have a lot of different opinions, but we're going to get into the facts. And I want these facts to really sink in and be available for those that are looking to start one, um, make theirs stronger, or if they work for one, be able to understand where they're working. And if it comes up, you'll be able to give a little bit more information to different conversations and things of that nature anyway. So what exactly is a nonprofit organization governance? It's the core. It's the framework that guides the decision making and the operations of the nonprofit. So, if you had to create an analogy of it, just think of it as the rules and regulations that keep the ship sailing smoothly, right? Um, so a nonprofit organization governance can sometimes sound like a really complex term, but here is where we're going to break it down. At its very essence, it's the compass that directs the path of a nonprofit. Imagine sailing in a ship through the vast sea of social change. And governance, I guess you could say, is the set of maps, rules, and regulations that keep you on course. So, again, when people create and structure their organization, they have mission statements, they have values, and they want to make sure they are within, those regulations. So, just like in any other organization, they need structure in order to function effectively and fulfill this mission. That's where the governance steps in. It's the framework that shapes how the decisions are made, how the resources are being managed, and how the organization is being held accountable. So, if a nonprofit were a building, the governance would be considered the foundation, the beams, and the blueprint that ensures it stands strong and achieves its purpose. It's the compass that guides the ship through its destination, ensures it stays on course, and no matter what the challenges are throughout the years that it may face. So, whether you are, again, part of a nonprofit, a supporter of starting up one, or just curious about how the organization works, understanding a nonprofit organization governance is the key to, I guess you could say, fully appreciating the impact that they can have on some communities and around the world, because there are international nonprofits that collaborate as well. So, in segment two, why does the nonprofit governance matter? That's a good question. It really is, because a lot of people look at the name and the term and they see nonprofit. So in their head, okay, it's an organization that's not working to gain a profit. In actuality, that's not really that. That can be very misleading, because a lot of organizations are very profitable because these profits help them fulfill the mission. They're able to train the people there, they're able to pay their workers, they're able to do a lot of different things. So, along with changing the community, they're able to change people's lives to making sure they can offer employment. And you need money to do all of those things. So, nonprofit governance is critical because it ensures, no, the governance side, it ensures transparency, accountability, and sustainability. When donors and stakeholders see a well governed nonprofit, they're more likely to trust and support it. So, just like if you hear about some accusations going on with certain nonprofits, it's very important to preserve their image. So, if they have to do certain things, get rid of certain people, that's something that they're willing to do in order to, I guess you can say, make sure that they are able to stay afloat. So, again, why does it matter? The nonprofit governance is just not a it's not just a set of rules. It's like I guess you could say the life's blood of these organizations, if that makes sense. Um, Here are a few reasons why they matter so much. So I'm going to start with number one. Number one is transparency. We already mentioned transparency. First and foremost, nonprofit governance ensures transparency. When donors and supporters contribute their money, hard-earned money, mind you, um, and time to the nonprofit, they want to know how it's being used. Governance mechanisms like financial reporting and open meetings help provide this transparency. So that's the reason why financial reports are generally available on the website of the organization from the previous year. Generally, every year they're available to the public because that's a part of transparency. Um, Also, with those open meetings, they have public meetings. Now, do everybody know about them? I'm not sure. But generally, the stakeholders and donors, they know exactly when those meetings occur, even if they're quarterly, even if they're every month. They have open meetings for transparency. Now, number two, accountability. Governance holds nonprofits accountable. It's like the checks and balances in a democratic system. It ensures that organizations' leadership is answerable for their actions and decisions. This accountability builds trust, again, with the stakeholders, including the donors, volunteers, and the people within the community. All of them are considered stakeholders. So they matter. And see, a lot of people don't even understand how much they matter to the nonprofits and in their community. So, number three, sustainability. Effective governance sets the stage for long term sustainability. It helps nonprofits plan for the future, manage any type of risk that they face, and adapt to the changes and changing circumstances. So, like when there are economic crises, they basically have to still find a way to be sustainable. Without it, an organization may struggle to survive um, and continue its vital work. So, sustainability is very important. Number four, legal compliance. Nonprofits have legal obligations to fulfill. So, with the proper governance, ensures that the people that they are being compliant within all the applicable laws and regulations within their state, county, overall. So, this not only keeps the organization out of legal trouble, but also preserves its reputation. And definitely, they want to uphold their reputation by any means. Number five, attracting support. Now, when donors and stakeholders see a well governed nonprofit, they're more likely to trust and support it. People, they really want to be a part of something they believe in, and effective governance signals an organization is committed to actually achieving the mission that they have set forth, and it shows like a level of responsibility as well. So, in essence, nonprofit governance is not just about following rules for the sake of it. It's about building a strong foundation that allows these organizations to make a meaningful full impact. It's about transparency, accountability, sustainability, and attracting the support needed to drive positive change. So, with that being said, this concludes the second segment. And like I said, I will break these down into two. It depends on the actual segment because, like I said, I have things laid out and I really want to be able to discuss them. So, this concludes this video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment if it's something that you want me to dive a little bit more deeper on. If I don't have the information, I will point you in the right direction. If I do, I will definitely talk about it.